Good afternoon and welcome to the Ice Ranch in Littleton, Colorado, where today we kick off the Twisted Wrister Labor Day tournament. Good afternoon, everyone. Hi, here in the broadcast booth at Ice Ranch in Littleton, Colorado, and I'm joined by, let me make sure I get this right. I don't want to give credit to the wrong people, but I want to introduce to you our Foster Hewitt candidate for excellence in hockey broadcasting. He also serves at Master Control, Lucas Leiferman. Good afternoon, Lucas.
Good afternoon.
And I'm your commentator today, Larry Oletsky, and we are broadcasting a game here between the Cherry Creek Bruins and your Chatfield Chargers. Folks, this is the start of a long journey. The Chargers, coming off going to Nationals last year and having a good showing in Irvine, California, come back for a new season and are led by new head coach Christian Brown. Assistant head coach Andrea St. Ange can't be with us today, but we wish her well. In addition to our coaches, I want to thank our off ice officials today, specifically Mr. Dan Floyd and Mrs. Williams working the box. Our locker room monitors are Mrs. Beth Hewitt and Mrs. Jen Story. What was the adjustment you want to? Is it crooked? No, we're good.
Just making sure we were streaming.
We are. We're live. And for our Swedish fans, I did learn a couple Swedish phrases, Lucas. One, I'm going to say thank you, which is the simple tank. It's a very simple, easy way. And I also want to say nu ska vi spela hockey. Let's play hockey. So there you have it. We face off against a Bruins team, and the landscape in Colorado hockey has changed once again. Kaha changed some rules, and a lot of the girls that had previously played at a double A level are now either playing high school or have migrated to prep schools out of state. Three girls from last year's team have done that with Charlie Hood, Jaden Malish, and oh, uh, oh, Mia Ulekla, and one more. Four girls actually. So the point is that our program develops future high-level competitors. So we, the Chargers will be in their home whites today, and thanks to the Chatfield High School team, as our regular season jerseys are forthcoming, but the Chargers will be in white, trimmed in burgundy and black, and they'll be taking on the Bruins, who will be in black, trimmed in white. Lucas, I'm proud to announce that for this year's broadcast, we have several sponsors. I want to go through a few of those now, and we continue to add more. But first and foremost, I want to thank American Family Insurance and agent Kevin Freidig. He's here in Littleton, Colorado, lead sponsor for your Chatfield girls hockey program. Also included, and this one's exciting, come sit stay, all inclusive pet resorts. Because if you're a hockey parent like you and I are, you're gone a lot, and who's going to take care of the cat? Who's going to take care of the dog? You want to make sure that when you come home, all your couch cushions are still in one piece. So come sit stay here in Littleton. Thanks for being a proud sponsor of Chargers hockey. And finally, another sponsor is the Colorado State Patrol Association. Since 1936, serving the members of the Colorado State Patrol, proud sponsor of Chargers hockey. Chargers have made it to the bench area. Coach Brown is giving them their final instruction. Lucas, from your perspective, you played your daughter played on a team that won a state title last year,
Yep.
had a good showing, What are the keys for this team today to be successful?
Well, I think they need to bring it. They need to play together and listen to their coach.
Yeah, it's always amazing. That could be said in life too. If they would listen to their parents, bring it, do all those things, it would be really good, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, same rule applies here on the ice. For me, what I'm looking for is speed. I want to see them move quick. Uh, we will see, and this is unique to this tournament. So the periods will be 17 minutes long, and the at the midpoint of the second, we will get an ice cut. So we'll have the equivalent of a halftime per se. So that will allow for a fresh ice cut.
That is an interesting schedule for hockey.
It is. It's very non-traditional, but I do like the fact that we'll get some clean ice. And this ice has been untouched here for a better part of 45 minutes, so it'll be hard and fast to start the game, which is great. Starting to fill in the stands here, people from all over joining us today.
Uh,
Looks like we'll have two on ice officials. Chargers are on their bench area. I want to thank our off ice official, Dr. James Robinson. He'll be manning the penalty box today. James putting to practice his advanced medical knowledge to help take care of the girls. I found out today from his lovely bride that he's fluent in German as well. I asked him if it impressed the Fraulein, and he kind of smiled. So I'm guessing that's a yes. Officials are on the ice. And that brings to an end our pregame show in the crease. I want to thank our sponsors. There's the whistle. And here come the Chargers out on the ice. Chargers moving into position. One player not here today. The one player is Miss Ani Miedema. Ani is at a family wedding. Not sure where. My guess is the greater Chicagoland area because that's where she has a lot of family. So, Ani and your mom, Rebecca, your whole family, in fact, if you're tuning in, thanks for joining us here on the network. We'll do a quick introduction and put some names and numbers together because these are temporary jerseys. Wearing number 4 is Maddie Floyd. Wearing number 8, Sydney Leiferman. Wearing number 10 is Abby Croteau. I will I will get it right, I promise. Number 12 is Lily Triboulet. Number 16 is Ella Story. Wearing number 20 is Emma Bendrit. Wearing number 27 is Brooke Harnish. Wearing number 35, your goalie, Olivia Oletsky. Wearing number 37, my personal favorite hockey number for Patrice Bergeron, is Natalie Williams. I love that number. I don't think it gets enough respect. Number 42 is Daphne Robinson. And we have two Julias on this team. Number 61 is Julia Draus. Number 62 is Julia Speed. You'll hear me refer to them as Sweetie or Sleepy and Drowsy. Or what is it? It's Drowsy and, yeah. So number 65 is Clara Prill. And rounding out the roster is number 67, Kaya Hewitt. Now, Lucas, pregame, we had a chance to speak with Coach Christian Brown, kind of asking him what he was hoping for with the team today. He made just, first game of the year. He's had some practices, but he talked about getting the puck deep and doing the hard work.
yes.
Now, you've coached before. What does hard work look like to you?
I think just skating hard, being hungry for the puck, not standing around and getting after it.
That's right. For me, what that looks like, I like to see a great forecheck, and even more important, I want to see a back check. Don't give up on a play. Don't put your goalie in a tough spot. It is worth noting that the Bruins goalie is a former player for us in Sue Bozier. So a heck of
Yes.
a goalie. It's gonna if we get a goal past her, it's gonna be something that you got to be proud of.
I, I hope we don't see a lot of the Sue Bozier curtsy today.
Yeah, hopefully she's been focused more on her trumpet play and getting into college next year, and not making our players go home sad.
Yes.
So in addition to hard work, one thing I want to play smart. Stay out of the box. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. It's hard to help your team when you're in the box. I mean, there are times when a penalty is called for, but in this particular case, let's try and stay smart. There we go. We'll even that out a little bit. Pretty good sized roster for the Bruins. Again, Chargers, 15 players on their roster, but minus one today as Ani's at a wedding. I had heard rumor that maybe it was her brother who had been to an arranged wedding that his mother had set up, but there's no confirmation on that yet.
Cannot be confirmed or denied.
I have kind of a support for as a daughter, having a daughter. There's some benefit to an arranged marriage. You can kind of weed out some of those turds out there.
Yes.
So, folks, that being said, it's time to put on your favorite listening sweaters. Coming up next, Chargers versus Bruins, live from the Ice Ranch here in Littleton. Coming up next. There's the horn. All right, stands are full, cameras are rolling. We're ready for a good start to the season. Bruins head coach is Emma Guzdek, herself a former Division III hockey player, played at Wilkes Barre in Pennsylvania. A lot of similarities between the coaches as far as former players. All right, we are getting ready to start. Christian giving final instruction. He has to be on his best behavior today, too. St. Ange isn't here to bail him out.
Yep. Can't
So,
get.
no, no, at that point, then, my friend, you put on your coach's hat and go carry us home. Chargers, full of fire, will come out onto the ice. This starting lineup brought to you by American Family Insurance and agent Kevin Freidig. Out to take the opening faceoff is Emma Bendrit. At right wing is Brooke Harnish. At left wing is Clara Prill. Faceoff won by the Chargers, and Hewitt plays it in deep. Puck boards. Bruins get to it quickly, but the Chargers intercept. Into the near corner. Puck held there by Hewitt. Hewitt flutters it towards the net, goes to the end board. Hewitt goes to get the puck, but it gets past Bendra as well. Here come the Bruins. Can't get it out of the zone. Good job there by Harnish keeping the puck in. Puck goes back behind the net. Forecheck coming. Bruin loses it. Shot. That one goes wide. Puck over to the far side. In comes Robinson. Moving quickly. Hewitt whiffs on it, and the puck slows down. Delayed offsides here. These are high school rules, so that'll be to a benefit we get to. Bruins bring it into the zone, but they're slowed down there, and it's onto the stick of Daphne Robinson. Here she comes into the zone. Daphne makes a move, goes wide, puts it on her backhand, has it poked off her stick, but collects the puck. She plays it to the front of the net, goes off the back of the net. She gets to it first. Over to the corner, getting support there by Williams. Puck to the corner. Chargers trying to dig it out, going through the legs. Bruins get to it. Williams challenges, but the Bruins tip it out to neutral. Icing is going to be waved off here. Back to get it is Draus. Draus has it behind the net. She picks up the puck. She surveys, plays it off the board, plays it forward towards Story. Puck goes all the way down. Icing is waved off on the deflection. Williams challenges. Puck stays in the zone. Bruins push it out. 13:20 to go here. Did I miss it? Did we start with a 15-minute period? We must have.
I believe so.
Okay. Puck stays in the zone. Good job by the Chargers there. Puck played forward. Shot. That one goes just wide. Stepping up to hold it in is Draus. She shoots it through traffic. Doesn't make it through. Bruins have it. They start to push up out of the zone. They gain the red line. They push it forward. Good back check there by Leiferman. Loses an edge, but gains her feet quickly. Puck over to the far side. Good job there by the Chargers denying entry. Puck controlled there by the Bruins near the blue line. Challenge there. Good job by Prill not allowing them to set up easily. Last time we saw Clara Prill in a game, she blocked a shot and broke her foot and finished the game. She is a warrior, Lucas. Puck comes out of the zone. Bruins back to collect. Forecheck coming from the Chargers. In on the chase is Leiferman. She surveys. The Bruins play it off the boards, but Leiferman gets to it first. Puck stays in the zone, held there by Bendrit. Puck pushed forward. Nice job there by Brooke Harnish. Puck goes to the end boards. First person to get it is a Bruin. Puck up on the boards. Triple A holds it in. Puck played back towards the middle, but the Bruins intercept. Puck over to the near side. Puck pushed forward, broken up there. Who gets to it first? The Bruins do. Bruins try to push it forward, but a back check there by Williams. I love that. And it comes into the Chargers zone. 11:35 to go here. Here comes the Chargers into the zone. Shot, that one goes wide. Brozier puts a blocker to it for good cause. Puck cutting to the middle. Stepping forward is Bendrit. Bendrit goes to the end boards, collects the puck. She's bumped off the puck by a Bruin, gets it back. Puck goes to the corner. Puck played along. Bruins trying to drag it out. They do. Here they come up the near boards. Puck tripped out of the zone. The Bruins collect, though, and the puck trickles along the blue line. Moved there by Story as she plows through a Bruin. Puck slowed down. Puck plays off, deflected. The Bruins will have to go back into their zone to collect. 10:45 to go here. Scoreless first period. Puck held in nicely there by the Chargers. Getting to it first is Prill. To the end boards, Bruins get to it. Gets past Brooke Harnish, but it's held there nicely by Hewitt. Hewitt plays it back down and around. And the Chargers don't allow the Bruins to escape the zone. Goes over to the near corner where it's collected there by Harnish. Harnish plays it back behind the net, gets onto the stick of Daphne Robinson. Shot. Oh, where's it at? It's loose. Oh, goodness gracious. A great A chance by Prill, but Bozier makes a good save. Puck controlled there, held there by Floyd, who pushes it forward. Puck comes back to neutral, and it's controlled there by Hewitt. Hewitt plays it off the boards, pushes it forward into the zone, and it's intercepted by the Bruins. First great chance by the Chargers, but the Bruins are up to the task. The Bruins dump it in deep. Back to get it is Floyd. Floyd plays it off the boards, gets it forward towards Leiferman. Here come the Chargers. They play it into the zone. Icing is waved off as the Bruins collect. 9 minutes, 30 seconds to go here. Scoreless first period. Puck comes into the zone, and we get an offside there. Inadvertent offside if there ever was one, but offsides nonetheless. We'll have a face-off on the dot just outside the Bruins bench. It's taken there by Leiferman, who wins it forward. She'll go in on the chase. The Bruins get to it first. Puck played off the near boards. Bruins push it out, but it comes back to Hewitt, who plays it softly off the boards towards Williams. Puck pushed forward, broken up nicely, intercepted there by Story. Story gets a little how do you do from a Bruin right in front of the bench, but she's able to play the puck in deep. Puck held there nicely by Leiferman. She's knocked down. Going to have to change some of that. Puck controlled there by the Bruins. They start to bring it out the zone. Good back check there by Leiferman. Good stick there by Hewitt, who pushes it forward. She gets around one, gets around another. Coast to coast Kaya activated. Here she comes into the zone. Shot. Nice save. Better shot, but good job there on the effort. Shot through traffic. Never makes it through. Over to get it first are the Bruins. Coming in on the challenge is Prill. Prill gets support there from Robinson. Puck out loose. Who gets to it? Puck controlled there by the Chargers. Shot through traffic. That one's blocked. Puck pushed forward. Got to get onside, and they are. Puck comes back into the zone. 8:05 to go here in the first period. Chargers and Bruins scoreless from the Ice Ranch in Littleton, Colorado. Puck shot around to the near boards, controlled there by Drouse. Drouse able to keep it in, gets it to Harnish. Harnish plays it deep to the corner, but the poke it back behind him. Bruins turned around. Here they come out of the zone. Good stick there. That's what the kids say, right? Good stick. And it's pushed forward. Moving quickly through the zone is Robinson. Robinson gets around one. She makes a move. Here she comes. She cuts to the middle, shoots, rebound, loose. And Bozier smothers it. So with 7:29 to go here in the first period, we get a clock stoppage and we'll have a face-off in the Bruins zone on the far dot. On the dot is Bendrit. Face-off won by the Bruins to the far corner. They backhand it around. It's slowed down there by Harnish. Harnish keeps it in the zone. She shoots it. It's deflected. Over to get it first is Bendrit. Bendrit goes behind the net. She's looking for space. She has it. She makes a move to the middle, looking for help. Looked like she was going to tee that shot up, but it never got onto her stick the way she wanted. Bruins chip it into the zone, and it goes to the end boards where it's collected there by Speed. Speed has it, makes a move, kicks it, pushes it forward, near boards. Bruins have it down low. Dangerous there, low slot area. Don't want to let the Bruins set up there. Bruins have it, they play it in front. Who gets to it first? The Bruins do. They play it back towards the blue line, doesn't clear the zone, so back to get it is Speed. Speed plays it down and around, heads it over towards Bendrit, who sends it back down and around, and Harnish has it, trying to play it out of the zone, but can't get it out. Puck goes to the end boards. Over to get it first is Drouse. Drouse plays it off the boards, gets it to Leiferman. Leiferman backhands it, but can't get it out of the zone. Now the girls get it out. That one's deflected, so icing is waved off. Wholesale change Chargers. Here come the Bruins from their end boards. Pocket pick there. Puck up through the middle. Back to get it is Triboulet. Forecheck coming from the Bruins. Triboulet shoots it down and around, gets it over towards Robinson. She's taken down, gets back to her feet quickly. The Bruins get to the puck first. 5-car crash now up against the near boards here. Tough angle here at the Ice Ranch. Trying to dig it out. Robinson pushing with all her might. She gets to the puck again, pushes. Elbows coming up from a few Bruins there. But the puck is won there ultimately by the Chargers. Gets it to Abby Couteau. Puck controlled there. Played to the middle. Dangerous. Abby will hustle over to the near board. She'll play it off. Can't get it out of the zone. Bruins keeping the puck in for an extended period of time. And finally there, Williams is able to get it out of the zone. Good forecheck there. Slowed down. That's interesting. I just saw Abby do something that Christian, hold on, holy hand grenades. We'll get to that point in a minute. Good job. Come on, that's called hockey. First shot of the game, Oletsky makes the save, and she makes two saves there. The Bruins player gets tied up, but we're going to have our first minor penalty of the game. It's going to be for roughing on Croteau. Time of the penalty is 4:48. Roughing is the call here. 2 minutes in hockey hoosecow for Croteau. Coach Brown, the point I was going to make, he wanted to see her catch the puck with her stick, less with her skates. And I've seen her do that a couple times. She's really adept at it, but he really wants to see that focus on the stick work. All right. Puck doesn't leave the zone here. The nice part is with high school is that you can ice the puck or you can cherry pick and try to get a shorthanded goal. Puck backhanded all the way down. Bruins get it. They send it down and around. Over to challenge is Harnish. She'll get to the puck first in the near corner. She'll play it in front. No one there. Holding in, and it's Floyd. Floyd shoots. It's deflected. Never makes it through. Here come the Bruins on the power play. Into the zone. They play it deep. Back to get it is Hewitt. Hewitt moving quickly. She gains the puck. She plays it up and out of the zone. Lovely. Just absolutely lovely. What you want to see on a penalty kill, Lucas. Bruins have it into the near corner. They push it out. Here they come, gaining their blue line, casually moving through the neutral zone. They enter the zone. Good challenge there by Floyd. That's what you like to see. That's Chargers hockey right there, taking the body and being efficient in it. Puck played to the middle. Nice job there. Bruins setting up the power play. Broken up, and the puck comes out of the zone. 35 seconds remaining in the kill. Chargers effective so far. Can they get the puck out? Yes, they can. Good job there getting it back to neutral. Leiferman challenging. I love to see her at center. That speed and tenacity is exactly what we need. Puck along the near boards. Leiferman plays it in deep. Excellent job there. 15 seconds remaining in the kill. Puck played forward. And who gets to it first? Quickly coming into the zone are the Bruins. On the back check is Speed. Penalty's over. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Abby's able to leave the box. Here come the Bruins. Shot deflected, never makes it through. Puck bounces to the end board. Over to get it first is Speed. Speed blocks it down. Loose. Oletsky makes a save and gets it up out of the zone. Here come the Chargers. It's 2-on-1 if they hurry. Williams is tied up. It's in her feet, and it goes towards the end boards. Bruins send it over to the near corner. Over to get it first is Leiferman, who plays it down and around, who gets it to Williams. Williams moving quickly to the corner, takes position, is kind of shoved down, but not really. No call there. 2 minutes remaining here in the first period. Bruins and Chargers scoreless. Puck into the corner, and the Bruins content to get it out to neutral. Puck played off the boards into the zone. Good job there, allowing the teams to reset. Bruins will collect as they have fresh players on the ice. Challenge there by Bendrit. Puck played into the zone. This one will go on Oletsky, and she'll just hold on to it. A minute 34 remaining here. Want to say hi to one of our super fans, MK Floyd. Thanks for joining us on the broadcast here today. All right, on the dot is Bendrit. Bendrit able to get the face off. It goes back towards Oletsky. She'll hold on to it, and we'll just do this again. So, Bendrit at center. Stack over to her left in front of Oletsky, closing off that part. And Bendrit wins it cleanly. Face off one there. Puck loose onto the stick of Harnish. Puck controlled. Here it comes out of the zone. Flyers have it. Quickly moving through is Story. Story to the middle. Makes a power move. Has it chopped off of her stick. Good job, though, carrying the puck down. Story still has it, looking for help. Rims around on the top, and it's held in there by Triboulet. Triboulet has it, puts it on a backhand, moves to the corner, gets a little how do you do from a Bruin. 1 minute remaining, and we've got ourselves a penalty. Cross-checking is going to be the call. And this one's going to be on the Bruins. Bruins get a minor penalty here for cross-checking. So the Bruins player will have 2 minutes to think about life choices and spend 2 minutes re examining life. First power play of the season, Lucas. Here we go. Bendrick can't win the face-off. The Bruins get to it. They send it down and around, but it's held in nicely there by Cruteau. Puck controlled there, held nicely by Harnish. Harnish plays it forward, a little pitch and catch along the boards. Shot through traffic, deflected, and there it is! First goal of the season. That's a power play, and that's from the senior, Abby Couteau. And at the 43-second mark, the Chargers go on top 1-0. Power play works just the way you draw it up, and that makes it 1-0. Robinson on the faceoff gets to it quickly. Pushing forward, back to get the puck is Hewitt. Hewitt pivots around. She comes over to the near side, pivots back towards the middle. She'll play it over to the far side, gets it over to Floyd. Floyd plays it over to Leiferman. Leiferman moves around, plays back into the Charger zone. Puck played to the near boards. Going to have to lift a little casual here late in the period. 10 seconds remaining in the period. Puck comes out to neutral ice. First person to it is going to be a Bruin. Bruins get it. They play it up through the middle. It's broken up. And after one, thanks to a power play goal by Abby Couteau, it makes it 1-0. All right, Lucas, you're not the world's best color man for any reason. What went right that first period for the Chargers?
Well, it was a great first period to the season, but they had an outstanding penalty kill.
Yep.
They crushed it, kept the puck down in their zone most of it, and then we had a power play and immediately got a goal.
Yeah. I mean, it worked to perfection. Special teams. And I've seen a lot of work in practices. You see the system that Coach Brown is putting into play, and it worked to perfection. One thing that I noticed, like neither team had a lot of shots on goal.
No,
I mean, and I think that's a credit to the systems that both Coach Guzdeck with Cherry Creek and Coach Brown advocate. Just tenacious. Like if you can somehow get through the minefield that is the neutral zone and somehow bring the puck into the zone with all four limbs still attached, you might think about getting a shot off. But it literally is like it is the battle of the bulge here in the neutral zone. And I think winning that is going to be key for who's going to have success today.
I think the Chargers did a good job in the defensive zone. They Bruins spent a little time down there, but we really didn't let them formulate anything significant.
Agreed. Agreed. And that's just it. I mean, momentum is powerful. And if you start getting a rhythm, you're able to start cycling through. Obviously, that's a big factor in all of this. All right, second period. Of course, this is always the long change period. You got to be smart here. We'll see the Chargers be going from right to left on your screen. Chargers, of course, in their home whites, trimmed in burgundy and black. The Bruins in black, trimmed in blue and white. Each team took one minor penalty in that period. As Lucas noted, the Chargers killed off the Cherry Creek power play, and the Chargers were successful on their one attempt. Out to take the second period face-off is Emma Bendrit, and it's one over there. Williams will get to the puck. She starts to push it forward. She's met there by the Bruins. She comes back into the zone, dancing along the blue line, pushes it forward, but it's broken up. Puck slowed down there, but the Bruins play it deep into the corner. Back to get it is Bendrit. She plays it back behind her, back to the corner, and pushes it up along the boards. Back towards the blue line. Puck shot down and around. Puck trickles out the zone. Not enough to ice. In on the chase is Triboulet. They're going to say that one's icing. A slow developing icing for sure, almost at a glacial pace, Lucas. Get it? Get the
Very,
tie-in?
very slow.
Glacial
I
icing?
got you.
Okay, just making sure it's early in the season. Working on some new dad jokes. I'm trying to make sure you got that one.
You're crushing it.
Thank you. All right. Fresh legs out. Out to take the face off is Daphne Robinson. Face off won there by Robinson. Played back to her. She goes behind her net. Quickly starts moving up. Robinson with speed up through the neutral zone. Robinson moving, finding that next gear. Here she goes, coast to coast. Oh, goes for the 5 hole. Bozier makes a great save. And at the 14:05 mark, Daphne Robinson finding that next gear nearly beats Bozier through the 5 hole. Face off, one there by the Bruins. They shoot it down to the corner and comes over to the near side. Over to get it first is Prill. Prill doing battle up against the board, supported there by Robinson. Puck pushed forward, but the Bruins get to it. They come out of the zone. Good challenge there at the blue line. There's that neutral zone. And here comes Speed up through the zone. Shot. Nice glove there. Yes. Thank you, Sue. That is a lovely
There we go.
bow.
We got the bow.
We got the bow, yes. She normally one or two of those a game. What I owe the folks, of course, is this second period is brought to you by our proud sponsors of Chargers Hockey, American Family Insurance, and agent Kevin Freidig here in Littleton. Visit him today to get your insurance needs filled. Face off one there by the Chargers. Played to the middle. Up loose. Where's it at? In the feet. Several people going for it. Puck stays in the zone. Floyd has it. She shoots it through traffic and it goes wide. Bruins have it. Who's going to get that puck? Nice little stick there coming up through the zone. Bruins have it cutting to the middle. Good job there by Floyd not allowing that shot to get off. Williams has it. Spins back into the zone. Dangerous play up through the middle. And here comes Floyd. She'll gain it. She pushes it forward. Gets it onto the stick of Leiferman. Leiferman has it. Play it in deep. That's what the coach said, and she did exactly that. Good listen by Leiferman. Bruins get it though, and they start to bring the puck out of the zone. Nice challenge there. Leiferman gets to the puck. Can she get to it first? Yes, she will. She goes over to the far board. She shoots it. It goes wide. Comes over to the near side, and it's collected by the Bruins. Bruins play it up through the middle, and here they come. Back check coming from Triboulet. Hewitt goes to challenge. Puck loose. It's still in the middle. Broken up nicely there. Bruins have it, shot through traffic. Oletsky gets a pad on it. Good save there. Put a star by that one. That one was sneaky. Here comes the Chargers into the zone. That's a hold of the stick on Bendrit if I've ever seen it. She kind of positions herself like she's going for a rebound and takes the Bruin into the boards. Bruins coming up out of the zone. They play it across over to open ice, coming into the zone. Played to the end boards. Back to get it is Floyd. 11:55 to go here, second period. Chargers on top of the Bruins, 1-0. Puck push forward. Here comes Harnish. Harnish plays it to the end boards and down it goes. Over to get it first are the Bruins, but there's challenge there. Stepping up. Nice job there. Good effort by Hewitt to keep that puck in the zone. Bruins have to go to the end boards and collect. Puck slowed down there nicely. Getting to it first is Harnish. Harnish plays it in front, gets to Floyd. Floyd shoots. And again, Bozier makes the glove save. There was traffic in front, but Bozier was able to see that one. I like the traffic in front, Lucas. I'm looking for the deflection.
Yeah, it was. They set that up really nice.
That was a nice pass by Harnish. All right. Face off one there by the Chargers, but the Bruins try to chip it out. Chargers able to keep it in. Coming in on the chase is Robinson. Puck hits the side of the net. Over to get it first are the Bruins. Far corner it goes. Bruins casually skating towards it. Will shoot it all the way down. This one should be an icing, and that is the call. Time of the icing is 10:53. We'll bring it all the way back down into the Bruin zone, which gives me a chance to remind you folks, proud sponsor of Chargers hockey is Come Sit Stay, your all-inclusive pet resort here in Littleton, Colorado, offering boarding, day play, professional training, and spa and exercise services, Lucas. Just when you thought your pet couldn't get enough, Come Sit Stay proves that they can. Puck stays in the zone there. Shot. That one right on net. Over to get it first are the Chargers. Puck at the back of the net. Who gets to it first? Over to the corner. It's going to be Story. Story plays it to the middle. Oh, nice pass in front, trying to hit Leiferman. Had that stick down. Puck loose. Held in there nicely. Puck shot through traffic. And here come, nope, I was going to say here come the Bruins, but it's choked off there. Puck intercepted there by Couteau. She has the goal for the Chargers on the power play. Puck played into the zone, goes into Bozier. She'll just freeze it. And with 10:07 to go here, we'll have a face-off in the Bruin zone on the far dot. All right, fresh legs out for both teams. At center is going to be Bendrit. On her left is Harnish. Puck to the end boards. It's controlled there by the Bruins. They cycle it down into the near corner, but keeping it in as Hewitt. Puck at the end boards. Nice stick there by Williams, breaking that up. She'll go over and get after it with a good forecheck. They reverse course and try and put it behind the net. Harnish slows it down, but the Bruins quickly get to the puck. Bruins coming up through the zone. They come up the near side. Nice stick there by Hewitt. That one shot in. It's deflected, so icing is waved off. Bruins get to it first. We're getting close to that mid-game, Lucas. We're about 2 minutes away, and the Bruins have the puck. Puck chopped at. Good job there by Robinson. Puck played into the zone nicely there by Williams. Coming in on the chase is Harnish. Puck shot around by the Bruins, takes a funny bounce, and getting to it first is Robinson. Robinson quickly goes to the end boards, ties up her player there. Another Bruin comes in, but here comes Brooke Harnish. That's the person you want in a dark alley with you. She is tough as nails. Puck shot down, back to get it is Hewitt. Hewitt will get to watch it trickle all the way down for an icing. So 8:45 to go here, second period, and we're going to get ourselves an icing in the Bruin zone to the goalie's stick side on the near dot for us. A traditional goalie there with a glove on the left, stick in the right. On the dot for the Chargers is Robinson. She ties up the Bruin, but the Bruins come out with the face-off win. Puck along the near boards. Hewitt has it. It's deflected. Goes to the end boards. Back to challenge is Triboulet. Puck over to get it is Prill. Prill doing battle. Excellent work along the boards there. Hewitt has it. She plays it over to the far corner. Over to get it quickly is Triboulet. Triboulet smashed up against the boards. Got to move the puck. We're not going to play duck, duck, goose over there. You got to move the puck. Puck controlled there by the Chargers. They get to it first. Back towards the blue line. Shot deflected. Getting to it first is Hewitt. Hewitt moving through. She moves through traffic. Here she comes, activating coast to coast. Down, we got a penalty coming up. And this will be the second minor penalty of the game on the Bruins. Looks like we're going to get a tripping. Nope, we're going to get a slash. Slashing is the call here. 7:48, the time of the penalty. The Bruins go back to the box.
The Bruins started this first period like they were coming out to get that goal back. And then after about the first minute, we've just been holding the zone.
Yeah.
We've shut
And
them down in the neutral zone every time.
all right, in to take the face off on the power play is Bendrit. It's one there, gets onto the stick of Story. Story gets it back to Bendrit, but the Bruins intercept. Bruins coming out of the zone quickly. Back check coming. Shot slowed down there. Good job by Floyd tying up a player. Puck to the end boards. Puck loose. Chargers have it. Here they come. They've got numbers if they hurry. Puck tried to get it towards Bendrit, but it's broken up. Oh, turnover. Here comes Ella Story into the zone. She shoots. Oh, hits the goalie right in the beak, and she'll make the save. What do we got here? Too many players on the ice.
I think we're doing the Zamboni.
Or was he just kind of saying it's party time? Like he was circling like there was too many players
I
on the
think so.
ice. Well, there you have it, folks. This is unusual. This is like a halftime. So you get a chance to go make sure that whatever you prep for dinner is ready. You get a chance to make those phone calls. Pretend for your boss that you're actually at work, even though you're working remote and it's highly questionable. But we're going to get a mid-game ice cut here.
Oh,
So at the midpoint of the game here, Chargers are on top 1-0. So, folks, we're going to give you a little view of the old red, white, and blue here as we take a break. We'll come back in a few minutes and we'll give you a first half recap coming up shortly. Welcome back, folks. Zamka is nearly done. This intermission brought to you by your local American Family Insurance agent, Kevin Freidig. Protect your dreams under one roof. Visit Kevin today at 10288 West Chatfield Avenue here in Littleton, Colorado. He's in Suite 302. Or you can email him at kfreidig, that's KFREIDIG, at amfam.com. Take care of all your insurance roof. Lucas, we had a good first period. We got a goal late. Just a recap for everyone if they're just tuning in now. If they just got out of work because their slave driver boss wouldn't let them leave. We oh, what the heck? The Chargers and Bruins kicking off this first game of the Twisted Wrister. These teams have seen each other since high school girls hockey have started here in Colorado. They know each other well. A lot of these girls play with each other on other teams throughout the year, and it started off as expected, tight, close. But as the period wore on, the I think the first key, and you touched on it at the end of the first, was the ability of the Chargers to kill off that penalty.
It was a great penalty kill.
I believe the Bruins only got one shot on goal during that whole time, and it might have been two, but certainly, and through the first half of the game, as it were, it's unusual to say that. The first half of the game, the Chargers are out shooting the Bruins by a count of 11-3. The lone goal for the Chargers, that was scored by number 10, Abby Croteau. That was a power play goal, and it was assisted by Emma Bendrit.
Great goal. It was like what, 10 seconds into the power play?
It was. It was right around, I think, 10, 15 seconds in. There was a lot of traffic in front. I didn't know that that puck had eyes, but it found its way through the sea of trees that were the girls in front.
It
did. Second period, halfway done, and the Chargers find themselves on the power play again. Near the end of the first half of the hockey game, the Chargers took a second minor penalty, this one for slashing. So when we get back underway here, the Chargers will be on the power play with clean ice for a minute 26, Lucas. We'll see. I do appreciate Ice Ranch. They don't flood this with so much water. You get some of these rinks, and it's like you're going into a bog or something.
yes, this is definitely some of the better ice.
It really is. All the nuances aside of watching the game here.
Not the greatest stands.
No, it's a little tough, but thanks to the Ice Ranch staff for getting us a good spot here to broadcast this game. Chargers are back on their bench ready to go, waiting for the officials to come back out, and here they come. We have two on ice officials. And here we go. Bruins make their way back onto the ice. Coach Brown will send out his unit that he wants on the power play. So, Lucas, what do we got to do the second half to bring this home with the W?
I think we got to just keep doing what we did in the first half of the second period. We absolutely controlled the neutral zone and we held the offensive zone. The only way they were getting into our end was by icing it.
Very good. Yeah, I noticed in that second period a little bit, the Bruins kind of challenging our D at the blue line, trying to get block shots. Inevitably, sometimes those lead to a breakaway. So hopefully we'll limit those opportunities.
And we did have one of those block shots that made it out. However, somehow they were still able to hold it in.
Right. And there we go. All right, start of the second half here. We're at the second period. 7:14 to go here. Face off one there cleanly. Puck comes over towards Floyd. Floyd will shoot it. That one goes high over the net. Over to get it first is Harnish. Harnett plays it back to Hewitt. Hewitt plays it over to Floyd. Floyd has it. She shoots it through traffic. Gets onto the stick. Stepping in. Shot through traffic. That one goes high as well. Dial it down a notch, girls. You're shooting high. Puck deflected by Floyd, and it's controlled there by Hewitt. Hewitt will cycle back into her zone and collect it. A minute remaining in the power play. Puck controlled there by the Bruins. They'll shoot that off the boards. Back to get it is Floyd. Puck controlled there by Hewitt, comes out of the zone, but the Bruins get to it first. Puck into the feet. It's controlled there nicely by Prill. Prill comes into the zone, moving silky smooth through the zone. Must be that clean ice. But the Bruins are able to shoot it out to neutral, and back to get it is Floyd. Floyd has it. She spins at the blue line, broken up there. Support on the back end comes from Hewitt. Hewitt coming into the zone, makes a move, gets past one, comes in, makes a move, and making the big save is Bozier. Thought she had her beat, especially when the player lost her stick for the Bruins. But we'll get fresh legs out for the remaining 16 seconds in the power play. This second period brought to you by Come Sit Stay, your all inclusive pet resorts here in Littleton, Colorado. Out on the dot to take the face-off is Leiferman. Wins the face-off, gets it over to the far boards. Pushing forward is Story. Leiferman comes over, gets to the puck quickly. Puck goes behind the net. Over to get it is Triboulet. 5 seconds remain in the power play. Bruins intercept. They'll flutter it out to neutral. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Back to get it. Bruins get it. They intercept. Puck to the middle. Oh, dangerous play there. But the Chargers are able to connect. Speed had it picked off her stick. Story gets it forward. Who gets to it first? The Chargers do. It's supported there by Triboulet. In her feet, she backhands it towards the end boards. Bruins wanting to flutter it out. Triboulet shoots it. That one goes into the glove. And once again, thank you, Stu. You take a bow. I guess when you get a puck lollipopped into your glove, that's what you do.
I think what we really need to do is create some more chaos in front of the net.
I agree. You don't get credit for a pretty goal. You just get credit for goals.
Yep, they all count the same.
Face off there by Leiferman. She pushes it forward. Triboulet goes to check the Bruin, but the Bruin is able to get the puck back. Puck comes up out of the neutral. Speed has it. Oh, that one's accidental offsides for sure.
She tried to
This
avoid it.
she did. She even did a little jump,
Yep.
but because of it, we'll bring that face off to center ice. This center ice face off brought to you by the Colorado State Patrols Association, serving members of the patrol since 1936. Bruins have it. They play it in deep. That's icing on the wrong side of red there. So we'll bring it all the way down into the Bruins zone. A Cherry Creek goalie shaking her head. She's like, no, you got to take 2 strides forward. Now she's bouncing to the rhythm of the music. All right, out to take the face off is Robinson. Robinson on the dot, joined by Prill, Strauss, Hewitt, and Williams. Puck pops up into the feet. Robinson tries to push it forward. Gets support there from Williams. Williams trickles it forward. She goes after it. She's tied up along the boards there. Puck loose. Puck trickles out to neutral and comes onto the Bruin stick. They push it forward into the zone. Back to get it is Hewitt, but it's icing on the Bruins again, so it'll come all the way back into the Bruin zone on the near dot. 4:29 to go here, second period. Chargers on top, 1-0. I'd like to see a few more shots, Lucas. And by that, I mean some quality shots. Puck stays in the zone nicely there by Draus. Draus pushes it down, broken up there. Robinson plays it back towards the middle, towards Williams, but the Bruins are the first to get to the puck. They get the puck and they push it up to neutral. Bruins coming into the zone quickly. Puck slowed down there. Puck shot out, but it's knocked down by the Bruins. Bruins to the corner. They get to the puck first. Playing it off to the corner. Two Bruins against one Charger. You got to go help. Robinson does that. Puck behind the net there, controlled onto the stick of Speed. Speed plays it towards Robinson, but it's intercepted. Puck broken up loose. Challenge shot. Saved by Oleski. Best save of the game for her on what has been the best shot opportunity for the Bruins. Puck goes all the way down. Who's going to get to it first? Williams is shouldered off, but it was going to be icing unless she could find that 12th gear. 3:35 to go here. Icing on the Chargers. This will bring the faceoff down into the Charger zone. In to take the faceoff is Bendrit. She's joined by Cruteau and Harnish. Faceoff won there cleanly by the Chargers. Comes over to the near side, gets onto the stick of Maddie Floyd. Puck controlled. Falling down is a Bruin. Bendra gets to it. It's slowed down, but it's supported there by Triboulet. Triboulet plays it over to the far side. Over to get it first are the Bruins. Puck shot back to the corner. Triboulet in pursuit. Triboulet flips it over to the near boards. Over to challenge is Bendrit. Bendrit can't keep it in. Good stick there by Floyd to keep the stick or the puck in. Puck tied up. Support coming from Harnish. Harnish trying to pass it in front. Can't. Triboulet was down low, but the pass never made it through. Puck loose down low. There it is. Side of the net. And Bozier will freeze it. 2:50 to go here in the second period. Chargers on top, 1-0. Fresh legs coming out for both teams. Out to take the faceoff for the Chargers is Leiferman. On her left is Prill. Faceoff won there by the Bruins, dangerously playing it through their blue paint. Puck broken up there nicely by Prill. Gets it towards Leiferman, but it's too hot to handle. Puck shot all the way down. That one's icing. Charger missed it. Uh, and we'll bring this puck all the way back down to the far dots in the Bruin zone. Leiferman with the quick shot. It goes just wide, looking for that sneaky shot. Who taught her that? Is that a Minnesota tradition?
That's got to be a Christian tactic he taught her.
Gotcha. Story holds the puck in. She plays it to the middle. Puck held in. Puck across, nicely over. Shot deflected.
Oh,
Loose.
nice.
Where's it at? Oh, juicy rebound in front, but the Chargers can't get to it. I'd like to see Floyd take a stride or two in, shorten that distance a little bit, and make the defense panic for just a moment. All right, fresh legs coming out for the Chargers. 2:11 to go here. Chargers on top, 1-0. Robinson on the dot wins the faceoff towards Triboulet, but the Bruins get to it first and cycle it over to the far side. Williams holds the puck in, keeps her ground. Two Bruins there. Who comes out with it? Robinson. She may be outmatched, but she's never outgunned. Puck comes out of the zone onto the stick of Maddie Floyd. Floyd has it. She pushes it forward to Robinson. The Bruins play it back out. Dancing along the blue line is Floyd. Who hit? Who didn't clear? I know the call is offsides, but I didn't see. Well, offsides is the call. We'll be on the dot just outside the Chargers bench. Taking that face-off is Robinson. Face-off won there by the Bruins. They play the puck into the zone quickly. Here they come. Bruins pushing forward, backhanding it. Good job there on the back check. Puck goes to the corner. Bruins get to it first. They play it back towards the blue line, cycling it back down low. Little pitch and catch. But here come the Chargers. Cutting up through the middle is Speed. It's broken up there. Quickly coming into the zone are the Bruins. Back to support is Drous. Drous backhands it around, sends it towards Robinson in the corner. Robinson makes a nice little move, comes up through the middle. Here she comes. Daphne Robinson quickly goes through traffic, supported there by Williams. Williams has it poked off her stick, and it's slowed down there on the poke check by Drous. Bruins coming into the zone. They flutter it in, but the Chargers have it. They get it up out of the zone. Played harmlessly up through the middle. No one there except Bruins. Bruins coming into the zone, making a move around one, coming to challenge. Good challenge there by Oletsky. Shot, save Oletsky. Best chance there by the Bruins. She reaches out and smothers the puck. A little defensive lapse there by the Chargers led to that opportunity. 33 seconds remaining in the second period. Chargers on top of the Bruins 1-0. We're at the Ice Ranch in Littleton, Colorado. This is game one of the Twisted Wrister tournament. Harnish has it. She flutters it out of the zone. Bruins collect their side of neutral. They try to come up the near boards. They gain the zone. They'll shoot. That one's sticked aside by Oletsky, sending it wide. Puck over to the corner, loose. Five-car crash on the far boards. The Bruins kind of almost like youth soccer, kind of converging around the puck like a little kid would at a soccer game. And with that, the puck goes out of play. That sounds the horn. And at the end of two, Lucas, we end the period the way we started with the Chargers on top, 1-0. I've been around Coach Brown. I can imagine some things he's saying right now.
Yes.
It's encouraging, but he's raising the expectation right now because I believe, and I'll try to pull up our stats here. The Chargers have had puck possession. They've had neutral zone control. They've
Yes, they have.
outshot the Bruins, but yet the score is still only 1-0. Your assessment, sir?
Well, it's the third now. They need to keep up their momentum. They got to create some chaos in front of the net, and we need another goal. So at least I can be comfortable.
Yes, yes, indeed. If you're not aware of it, it's really for our comfort, and especially my cardiologist who would
Yes.
prefer that and my dentist too. He's like, "You grind your teeth." I'm like, "Yes, I do." I wonder why.
Yes.
Through two periods, the Chargers are out shooting the Bruins by a count of 15-5, but the score is what matters, and the Chargers remain on top 1-0. The one goal scored by the Chargers way back at the end of the first period, Lucas, was by Abby Courteau. That was a power play goal, and that was assisted by Emma Bendrit. But we've got a third period to go. Chargers will be going from left to right on your screen here. They're in their home whites, trimmed in burgundy and black. This third period brought to you by our proud sponsors, American Family Insurance, Agent Kevin Freidig, Come Sit Stay here, an all-inclusive pet resort in Littleton, and the Colorado State Patrol Association. 5-on-5 hockey to start the third period here. Out to take the face-off to start the third period is Daphne Robinson. On her right is Ella Story. On the left is Clara Prill. And the face-off is won there by Robinson. Puck fluttered down. That one should be icing. Icing is waved off. So back to get it are the Chargers. Puck off the boards. This one going to be icing? Yeah, they're going to call that one icing. So icing is the call here, Lucas. So we'll bring the face-off back into the Charger zone on the near dot. Robinson settles in. She wins the face-off cleanly, gets it off the boards to herself. She'll go behind the net and quickly gain speed. Tiptoes around one. Here comes Robinson quickly through the zone. She's got speed. Drops it for Story. Story has it, gets it, plays it forward towards Robinson, who's down below the red line. Robinson tied up there, supported by Story. Story has it, lots of time. Walk, walk. And it's picked off her stick. Here come the Bruins quickly through the zone. Puck quickly in. Nice stick there. Good job by Maddie Floyd. Maddie Floyd leads the charge. They have numbers 3-on-2. She shoots. That one goes wide. Story gets it. Shot loose. Rebound. Where's it at? Oh my goodness gracious! Through the blue paint. Bruins have it. Here they come on the counterattack, catching the Chargers in a change. Oletsky will get it and she'll set it up. Chargers quickly benefiting from a Bruins change. Here comes the Chargers. It's deflected on the way out. Puck slowed down there. Bruins can't keep it in the zone as the Chargers play it out to neutral. Puck down to the end boards. Back to get it first is Hewitt. Hewitt behind the net, pressured by the Bruins, sends it around the boards towards Triboulet. Triboulet gets a stick on it. She gets it up towards Leiferman. Leiferman quickly through the zone. She's tied up. Oh, has it picked off her stick. Otherwise, it was breakaway city. Puck pushed forward past Harnish. The Bruins get it. They play it into the zone. Back to get it is Hewitt. 13 minutes remaining here in the third period. Chargers on top, 1-0. Chargers have it. Hewitt makes a move, surveys, kind of sees what's available. Nicely gets it up to Harnish. Harnish comes into the zone, 2-on-1. She lines up a shot, that one, and that's a nice glove save. That one was going wide, but Bozier has a nice glove, and she flashes it right there. She actually used that for her audition for the Glove Boat. Exciting and new, Lucas. Come aboard. We're expecting you.
Well, we need to keep doing what they're doing. They're moving the puck well.
All right. Face off one there by the Chargers onto the stick. Back to the middle. Puck played to the corner. Nice job there. Over to challenge is Williams. Moving quickly. Williams tries to get the shot off, but can't. And here come the Bruins. They have numbers if they hurry. Got to challenge the puck. There you go. And it's quickly corralled there by Prill. Prill skating through, moves forward. Prill has it. She shoots. Oh, right off the left leg pad. Good shot there. And the puck comes out of the zone. Puck played back across cleanly over towards Speed. Speed has it. She'll play it in, but doesn't get it deep. Puck controlled there by Speed. Nice shot there by Bendrit, but Bozier's up to the task and makes the save. 12:43 on the clock here remaining. Chargers will get an offensive zone faceoff. In to take the faceoff is Robinson. Robinson can't win the faceoff, but the Bruin puts it in on her own goalie and will get a stop of the clock there. So we'll do this again. 12:33 to go here. Faceoff on the far dot. Faceoff one there. Chargers have it through traffic. Oh, two Chargers in front there. If that puck squirts out, I don't know what Bozier does, but that's the right thing to do here. Keep putting the puck on the net, Lucas. Good things happen. Face-off win there. Robinson ties up her player. Puck loose, backhanded in front. Shot loose. Where's it at? Oh, side of the net. Puck to the middle. Bozier is able to smother it. Story was going to battle in the low slot area. Sline's doing good things here, so we'll keep Robinson out there. The Bruins sub out their forwards. Face off one. Robinson or shot. Oh my goodness, that one deflected, and somehow Bozier's able to get a leg pad on it. Puck controlled there. Quickly gets onto the stick of Daphne Robinson. Daphne Robinson cuts through the middle. She shoots through. Where's it at? Oh, she was looking for that 5-hole, but
Good,
Bozier shuts it down.
good pressure.
Now we'll make some changes. Fresh forwards out for the Chargers. In to take the faceoff is Leiferman. Face-off one there by the Bruins. They go to the end board. Leiferman comes in to challenge. Puck challenge there. Held in nicely there. But the Bruins try to push it out, but it's slowed down there. Bruins retreating back behind the safety of their net. Forecheck coming from Prill. Puck played up, held in nicely there. Floyd shoots it. That one goes wide. Over to get it first is Leiferman. Leiferman shoots that one right through the top of the blue paint, but no one there to tap it in. Puck controlled there. Floyd has it. She'll shoot the puck through traffic. Loose. Oh, Leiferman was in the danger zone right there in front and gets a little stick slash for being a general annoyance in front of the goalie. But that's what you got to do. I've heard it's not show friends, Lucas. It's show business.
Yes.
Yes. Leiferman on the faceoff. One, though, by the Bruins. They play it over to the far side, or to the near side, excuse me. They bring the puck, can't get it out of the zone. Puck challenge. Harnish stepping up. Puck pushed forward. Icing is waved off. Back to get it is Floyd. Floyd surveys. She gets it up towards Harnish, but it gets past her stick. Flutters forward. Puck loose. Got to get it out. Bruins able to keep it in. They backhand it into the zone. Back to get it is Williams. Williams quickly moving behind the net. She's ridden off the puck. Williams dancing. Don't dance in front of that net too much, Natalie. Here comes Williams up through the zone. She dumps it in. She'll go after her own chase. Natalie gets to it. Plays it in front. Beautiful pass. Tried to hit Leiferman, who was tied up. Doing all the hard work was Natalie Williams. Puck off the boards there. Held in nicely there by Toe. Bruins get to it. Cycling back. First game of the season for both teams here. But the puck's held in there by Bendrit. Bendrit tied up there looking for help. Get some support there from Hewitt. Hewitt has it. She'll play it across. Lucky pass. Gets it over to Cruteau, who cycles it down low. Puck in front.
All
Loose.
right,
Oh, beautiful pass. We got a
power play
penalty coming up. Oletsky's going to make it to the bench in time. Extra attackers out. Good effort there by the goalie getting off. But we've got ourselves a third minor penalty of the game on the Bruins. Let's see what the call is here. Number 14 for Cherry Creek is going to go to the box. Roughing is the call. So, Lucas, here's a golden opportunity for the Chargers to extend their lead. They're up 1-0. Let's see if we can stretch. Bendrit in with power play unit 1. Face off one there. Shot through traffic. That's right, Coach Brown. You tell him, get to the puck. All right, we'll switch sides. We'll bring the face off to the near dot. Bendrit settles in. On her left is Robinson. Puck held in nicely there by Cruteau. The Bruins chip it out to neutral. You got a challenge. Someone go get that girl. Here come the Bruins into the zone. Puck played forward nicely. Story can't get to it, but Bendrit is there. Puck pushed back. Played across, gets it over towards Robinson. Robinson can't get to it. The Bruins counter. Good job there by the Chargers breaking up the Bruins counterattack. Bruins coming in, though, coming wide, getting around the first layer of defense, getting around the second. No shot at all. The Chargers just smothering the Bruins with their defense. Bendrit plays the puck out of the zone. Fresh legs coming out for the Chargers. Bruins get the benefit of this. A minute remaining in the power play. Bruins backhanded deep into the zone. Back to get it is Hewitt. Hewitt with lots of time and lots of space. Here she comes. Coast to coast Kaya is activated. She comes up through the middle quickly. Gains the blue line. Hewitt comes in. Moves around. She's hacked at. Still has the puck. Hewitt looking for help. She'll just play it back and they'll reset at neutral. Cruteau plays it back to Hewitt. Hewitt has it. She plays it forward nicely to Harnish. Harnish comes into the zone. Puck shot. And once again, Bozier makes the lollipop glove save and bows to the crowd. 8:14 to go here in the third period. Flyers on the power play for another 25 seconds. Puck back. Uh-oh, deflected. Reset there. Speed gets it, plays it over towards Draus. Draus plays it off the boards, gets it to Prill, who plays it in deep. In on the chase come the Chargers, led by Harnish. Puck broken up there. Bruins get to it, and the Bruins will play it over to open ice. They kill off that power play, so their penalty kill has been good since that first goal. And here comes the Chargers. Coming in quickly is Prill. Prill shoots, and Bozier makes a glove save, and we'll get a face-off in the Bruins zone with 7 minutes and 34 seconds remaining. Want to take a moment and give thanks to our sponsors of Chargers hockey. Come sit stay, your all-inclusive pet resort here in Littleton, Colorado. Boarding, day play, professional training, and spa and exercise services for your pet. Puck stays in the zone nicely there by the Chargers, but the Bruins are able to collect off of a bounced puck. Bruins coming into the zone. Quickly, dump pass, moving through the zone. Shot through traffic. That one goes high over Oletsky's head. Puck chipped at. Here comes the Chargers. Here comes Bendrick. Quickly, she's got up to the middle. She makes a move, gets around one. Shot. Oh, goodness. Bozier gets a stick on it. That one had far corner painted. But Bozier, she might need a new stick after that one because that one had some mustard on it, Lucas. Puck control there. Puck to the middle. Loose looking for the pass. Puck, where's it at? Loose, where's it at? Bendrit will get to it first. Bendrit makes a move, tries to get around one, still has the puck. Puck played to the end boards, gets to Williams. Williams looking for the pass. She plays it back towards Bendrit. Bendrit gets it back to Williams. Little pitch and catch beneath the goal. Puck goes over to the far side. Someone's going to have to go get it. Bruins, someone go challenge that puck. Bruins get to it. That one's going to be icing. If it makes it to the red line, no, it won't. Puck fluttered off the board. Soft pass. Dangerous. Goodness. That's what you like to see. I believe that was that Draus or Speed who did that. But shot coming through, and that one goes wide. Nice stick there by Floyd, not allowing the opportunity. Coming into the zone quickly is Speed. Speed goes to the corner to do battle. She's met there with support by Triboulet. Triboulet gets to the puck, able to keep it in. Support on the backside by Ella Story. Puck over to the far side, and the Bruins get to it first. 5 minutes and 30 seconds remain in the game. Chargers on top, 1-0. Bruins overskate the puck right there in front of the official score box. Bruins come up through the middle. Swarming defense by the Chargers, not allowing the Bruins to set up. Puck poked at. Here comes Triboulet. Can't get to it quick enough. Challenging though, and the puck, that's offside, but we're going to let that one go. Puck off the boards quickly, up through the middle, gets onto the stick of Ella Story. Oh, Sid did her very best, but there was a little dangle at the blue line, Lucas, and if you've ever heard one of my broadcasts, it's actually the first commandment. Thou shalt not dangle at the blue line.
No, you can't dangle on the blue line.
So, all right. On the dot is Leiferman. To her right is Prill. Face off one there, and it's backhanded into the zone nicely by Hewitt. Bruins go back to get it. 4 minutes, 45 seconds to go here. Puck at the end boards. Bruins get it up the far side. They come up through the middle, but it's intercepted there by Prill. Prill challenges. Puck controlled there. Played across. Bruins can't get it into the zone. Harnish has it. She'll play it in deep, right off the boards in front of the Bruins bench. Over to get it first is Prill. Prill gets a little bump from behind, able to control the puck. Support coming there from Harnish. Harnish and Prill in the corner, but the Bruins get to it first. Leiferman challenges. Good job there, not allowing the Bruins to get that clean exit pass. The Bruins deflect that, and it goes all the way to the end boards. 4 minutes remaining here in the third period. Chargers on top, 1-0. Puck down all the way to the end boards. Who's going to go get to it first? Emma Bendrit says, I'll take that puck, and she plays it to the corner. Bruins have it. controlling it. Here they come up the near side, moving quickly through the zone. Someone's got a challenge. Puck controlled there quickly. Good challenge there coming into the zone. Getting to it first is Hewitt. Hewitt skating around to the far side. Here she comes. She cuts to the middle. Hewitt moving quickly. Nice stick work. Comes all the way in. Has the blue line. Cuts through the middle. Puck shot there by Harnish, but it's deflected and goes wide. Puck along the boards there. Controlled by the Bruins in the far circle. They flutter it up and out, but Williams blocks it. Puck controlled there nicely by the Chargers. They play it off the boards and it goes to the end. Off the referee's skate, collected there by the Bruins. They start their breakout from behind their net. Puck pushed forward literally by the Bruins, intercepted by Floyd. Floyd makes a little move. She'll gather the puck. Here comes Maddie Floyd right down Broadway into the zone. She backhands it. Oh, off the goalie's mask. It's loose. And Bozier reaches out and smothers the puck. And with 2:49 to go here, we'll have a face-off in the Bruins zone on the near dot. Daphne Robinson cleanly wins the face-off. Puck played across, over, shot through traffic. That one's loose. Where's it at? Still loose. Williams pokes at it. Puck over to the far side. Puck held cleanly there. Moving quickly is Robinson. Puts it on her backhand, puts it on her forehand. Williams pushes it towards the net, and Bozier smothers it. Lucas, see if Dan Floyd can hit the turbo button on the clock, would you?
I wish.
That would help my heart rate a little bit. So there's 2:29 remaining. Chargers on top, 1-0. Face off won there by the Chargers. Held in nicely. The Bruins tie up the D at the blue line. Speed able to do battle. Coming in to support is Robinson, who backhands it. Support coming from Williams as well. Puck back across. You got someone open in the low slot. Oh, that pass a second
Good one.
earlier is gold. Come back and watch that video later, but you make that pass a second earlier, and that's an easy shot. Story shoots, and Bozier once again flashes the glove. A minute 58 remaining. Good hard wrister there by Story.
Story's had a great game. She's created a lot of opportunities.
Absolutely. In on the dot is Robinson. Puck won there by the Bruins. They collect in front of their net and they start the breakout. Now, Lucas, in your other life, you're a riverboat gambler. When do you pull the goalie for the extra attacker?
Well,
Minute 30 remaining in the game here. Chargers have it down low. Backhand. Oh! Bozier sticks out the go-go gadget right leg and keeps the puck from going in.
I'd say typically about 2 minutes per goal.
Okay.
But we haven't given them the opportunity to do it, which is good.
That's true. They would have to get the puck into the offensive zone. Puck loose, and Bozier will smother it. So with a minute 13 remaining, we'll have a face-off in the Bruins zone. This one will be on the far dot. I've seen that on your official resume, Riverboat Gambler. That's impressive, sir.
It's a fun way to make a living.
It is. You do like boats.
Yes, I'm a little surprised we didn't get a timeout here.
I don't know that you get any in round robin play.
Okay.
I think that's a tournament rule. Face off one there by the Chargers. Gets onto the stick of Triboulet, who tries a stuff job. Man, oh man. That stuff attempt was so close by Triboulet. But instead, we'll get a face off now. A minute 4 remaining here in the third period. Chargers on top, 1-0. Bendrit in on the dot. Face off one cleanly there by Bendrit. Shot. That one's deflected. Loose. Where's it at? Oh, little overskate there by. Here comes the Chargers. Puck pushed forward there nicely. Back to get it is Hewitt. 45 seconds remaining in the game. Chargers on top 1-0. Bruins have the puck in the zone. Bozier has not left the zone. That one goes through the feet of Triboulet, but she's going to be able to get to it first. Icing is waved off. A little push from behind there by the Bruins, but no call.
Pretty sure that was checking.
I think it's called hockey, but we'll,
Yeah.
we'll let it go. Puck stays in the zone. Good job there. Triboulet comes back on the forecheck. Bendrit ties up. 15 seconds remaining. Just got to keep it down in the Bruins' end. Here come the Bruins. They try to stretch pass. One more good chance. Challenging are the Bruins. Shot deflected. Good job there on the back check by Brooke Harnish. Put a star by that one.
Yep.
And the
Counts her
game
down.
comes to an end. And the 2025-26 season for the Chargers starts with a win. Chargers win 1-0 over the Bruins. Time for handshakes, and then we'll bring you our 3 stars of the game. All right. Handshakes by both teams. Like I said, a lot of these players know each other. I want to give an honorable mention because we only give 3 stars to our players, but we put 33 shots on Sue Bozier today, and she only let one in. That's a heck of a good save percentage. So kudos to Sue Bozier for that. We'll give the players that want to join in a moment of prayer. And amen. All right. Final score here from the Ice Ranch is Chargers 1, Bruins 0. Your 3 stars of the game brought to you by our proud sponsors, American Family Insurance agent Kevin Freidig, Come Sit Stay, your all-inclusive pet resort, and the Colorado State Patrol Association. Your number 3 star of the game with a 5-save shutout is Olivia Oletsky. Wasn't really challenged, but there were a couple times when I think both of our hearts skipped a beat, and she had to come up with a big save.
Yes. Absolutely.
Your number 2 star of the game. And what I like to do, it's kind of a tradition I have. I like to give 2 number 2 stars because it's hard to always just separate out 3 players. But for sure, I want to give one to Emma Bendrit, center. She played a whale of a game. She also had an assist on our lone goal, so she's our number 2 star of the game. But in addition to that, what I was thinking was Uh, joining the number 2 star is Brooke Harnish. That late back check snuffed out any chance the Bruins had to do anything.
Yep. That was a big play at the end.
And our number 1 star with the lone goal, the power play goal, Abby Cruteau scored at the 45-second mark of the first period. So there you have it, folks. Final score here from the Ice Ranch is Chargers 1, Bruins 0. Join us tomorrow when we have more action here. We'll take on who do we take tomorrow?
Castleview.
Do we have Castleview tomorrow?
Castleview tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, well there you go.
PM.
4:15 p.m. here in the Mountain Time Zone. To our friends in Sweden, we say tank. I believe that's the correct way to say thank you. And my award-winning color man, Lucas Leiferman, and myself, Larry Oletsky, the least important person on the broadcast. Thanks for joining us.